Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
And I'm Caitie. In space.
And as you can see, Caitie is not here. In fact, she's in space right now enjoying a meal at Space 220 during her week at Walt Disney World, or should I just say Epcot. We all know how this is really going to play out. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight for Geeks Corner. We hope you're having a fantastic week. We also hope you'll take a moment and like, subscribe, and share this video, because if you like it, why shouldn't you share it? Try to get more people to watch it, and we'll try to make a bigger impact as we try to keep kind and spread that around the world, especially the Disney World. Anyway, we've got a lot to cover this week, and we went on some adventures. There's a lot of news. We'll get to that next week. This week, it's all about adventures. It's all about culinary adventures. And the first culinary adventure we're going to get right to, whether Caitie likes it or not, is a trip that we had to Starbucks to try something different with coffee. Check out our Oleato adventure. We are here in, is it La Habra?
Yes.
We are in, it says La Mirada there, so I don't know.
We're everywhere.
We're somewhere, but we are at Starbucks. To try what, Caitie?
We're trying the olive oil coffee. We're trying Oleato.
Oleato. So you get to follow along with us as we try Oleato. We're gonna go inside and get it. We're gonna bring it out here. We're gonna try it for you with the beautiful Starbucks behind us. And we'll see how this goes. We have collected our coffee. Caitie, what do we have?
This is the Oleato shaken espresso with toffee nut. This is the golden foam cold brew, which is the cold foam with olive oil in it. And then that is the hot Oleato latte, but it has vanilla in it.
Because we like vanilla.
We do. So here's what I'm concerned about right now, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, so
I might have to push the screen so they can see.
You can see it. That's
Oh yeah, the colors.
add oil.
That's olive oil.
Sure is.
And you can buy it for $4.95.
Yeah, which I do have at work. I have 2 things of it at work.
Okay, so let's put this down for a second, and then let's try one at a time. This is gonna be fun. So first one is the iced shaken that had the weird color.
With toffee nut.
And
I'm trying to stir it so that it...
I was just gonna go for
We
it.
didn't get straws because we're saving the environment.
That's true. All right, try it. Let's see how it goes.
It just makes you feel oily. My mouth just feels...
It's a little bit oily, but
And
it
it's
doesn't.
in the back of my throat,
But it
too.
doesn't taste as bad as I was expecting. Like I was expecting it to taste like cooking oil or something, and it kind of I feel like this. You know the vanilla sweet cold. Which the one I get?
Vanilla sweet cold brew.
That one.
Yeah.
I actually feel like this would be good with that.
It just drizzled on us.
It drizzled a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yes, it has an oiliness to it.
To me, it's hitting me in the back. There's like the bite
Yeah, I
of the
feel it.
olive oil.
I kind of like it though. Like there's a little bit. Well, mainly because I'm not a huge iced coffee fan, and this is a good. Like it cuts through the iced coffee part that I don't like a little bit. Okay. Let's try. Which one's next?
Let's do the hot one next.
Hot one next. All right. That's gonna be my favorite, I predict.
Probably also mine. This
All
is
right.
the blonde Oleato latte. It's also oat milk, so that's important to note. Mr. Daps has probably never had oat milk.
Let's give it a try. Before it actually rains on us.
That one's nice.
That one's nice.
I think
Okay.
it's nice and velvety because I think the oil adds to the foam of the latte.
I like that too. It adds a earthiness to the foam. Like it's almost vegetable-y.
Well, when you say it that way.
Not in a bad way, but like in a it feels like a plant.
Veggies.
Mm-hmm.
Yum yum.
Like it kind of reminds me a little bit of carrot. I don't know why.
I don't like carrots.
Okay, I mean,
But no,
it's just got that earthiness. I like it.
And it has the oily mouth texture, but not in the same way that the shaken espresso did. It's kind of more of like a velvet.
Well, and for a day like today, it is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a cool day, it adds a little bit more heft to it, and I don't know, hardiness. That's a better word.
Yeah.
It adds a hardiness to it and a little bit of a thickness to it that I like. right, what's next?
This is the, sorry, it's chilly. The
It
wind
is a little bit
picked
chilly.
up.
We did not plan this
No, we did not. This is the Oleato Golden Foam Cold Brew.
because we control the weather.
Yeah, so here
All
we
right.
go.
Do it.
Somebody said this tastes like banana, so I'm scared.
Okay. Does it taste like banana?
No.
Okay.
A lot of people we know have been saying that's the best one. I still think the hot one's the best one.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Huh. I don't know what it tastes like.
I don't think it tastes like much. I don't even really see the olive oil factor in it.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of, what is the one where it's like a frappuccino and it's just coffee or something? Like it's just espresso?
Coffee frappuccino.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah, that one. It kind of reminds me of that, doesn't it?
Sure, I see
Because
that.
I do taste the espresso a little bit.
To me, it just tastes like a cold brew.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole, I like, actually, this is my third favorite just because it's the most unremarkable of the three.
Yeah. At least like the shaken espresso is making a stand.
And I don't mind that one either. Definitely like the hot latte. If you're gonna try only one, that is the one to try. My second is the iced.
This is my second.
And that's your second.
Just a cold brew.
Okay.
The hot,
Well, there you go.
Hot,
we have conquered the Oleato. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Oleato.
I'm so proud of you. No one can say
And
it.
I would actually get the hot one again.
So my only request is that if Starbucks could make this a lot easier to find,
Yes.
that'd be really great.
Because we did have to travel like a half an hour to find
If
it.
we could look this up in the app.
Yeah,
where
that
to
would be
find
great.
it,
That would be
super chill.
fantastic. But yeah, I would get the latte again.
I'd get the hot one again.
Um,
the other ones, we can say we tried them.
Maybe not on a hot day, but I'd get the iced maybe on a hot day.
We
Maybe.
drink everything hot.
Yeah, I'd stick with the hot on a hot day because I
So-
wouldn't want it on. No, I get the hot on a cold day because I wouldn't want it on a hot day because it would just be too much.
Yeah.
But anyway, we hope you've enjoyed our Oleato experience, adventure, all of that. Get your own Oleato. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll have an Oleato adventure together. As you can see, that was quite the adventure, and I will admit it's now been, I don't know, 4 or 5 days since we had our Oleato adventure, and I'm still on the fence on if I liked it or not, and I don't know that I need to have it again. It kind of tasted like they tried to create something healthy by putting olive oil in coffee, and I'm just not sure it worked, and my brain just kind of goes to, well, what else could you put olive oil in? Like, do you want to put it in breakfast cereal or salad? I guess salad vinaigrette, that already makes sense, but it does make me wonder, what else would you put this olive oil in? And you can buy it for like $4.95, we discovered at Starbucks. So maybe you should just let us know in the comments what else olive oil could be good for that it's not normally used for. So like, it's already used for cooking, and it's already used for salads, like vinaigrette stuff, but not necessarily used for breakfast cereal, maybe not necessarily used on pancakes, like olive oil instead of syrup. I don't know, waffles, that kind of thing. Bagels, don't really think of it on bagels. Grilled cheese sandwich inside, I don't know. Ice cream. I'm gonna stop now because you'll all thank me for not continuing on with this. But as I mentioned, Caitie is at Walt Disney World right now, and she did send us a video this morning of what it was like on her first day at the Walt Disney World Resort. So enjoy this clip from Caitie.
Good morning from the Walt Disney World Resort, and happy Tuesday for Geeks Corner. This is my first ever visit in the springtime. It's gorgeous. Love it. It's very, very nice. Hopper made this shirt. It is an outline of both of our cats, I believe, from Ted Lasso. Gonna go off to Epcot for our first park day. Got some Disney Springs reservations this evening. Overall, it's just a good time. Super excited. Yeah, here we are. I was trying to fill our hydro flasks, and I could not find a water filling station. So there's that. I'm gonna go off to the parks. I got a virtual queue for Guardians, so we're both gonna go for our first time. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So see you guys later.
As you can see, it looks like it's absolutely beautiful over at Walt Disney World. In fact, I think it's perfect weather for Walt Disney World and Florida, and you really couldn't ask for anything better. Yes, it's humid, but it's just in the 70s, and probably is nicer weather than we have here in Southern California right now as well. But there's more adventures to be had, and this is the grand adventure that I know you've all been waiting for from when we came up with this fun idea, crazy idea, delicious idea. We're going to find out. But what would happen if the geeks were to try and make their own pickles? So what happened over the weekend is we decided to look up some recipes, talk to some friends, go to the store, and we did pick up some ingredients. You'll see them in this video. But basically, I think we spent under like $10 to make pickles, maybe a little bit more, but not a whole lot. And this is our pickle adventure. Enjoy it. It is time. What time is it, Caitie?
Pickle time.
It is pickle time. So we have cucumbers, mini cucumbers.
Thank goodness we're not doing this in my house because cats are scared of cucumbers.
Here we go. Dogs are not. We have dill. We have vinegar. We have garlic. We have peppercorns. We have this. All sorts
Stuff
of
in the backyard that we have not gotten yet.
And we are each going to make our own pickles. So I'm going more herbaceous. You're going more spicy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And you're gonna go on this tour for our first time ever making pickles. And the way it's gonna happen is we're gonna make them today. We're gonna try them first tomorrow. And then we're gonna try them again in a week. So we'll see how this goes. If it turns out good, we'll put both of our recipes on Geek Eats on dapsmagic.com. And if it doesn't work, you've got a very fun video to watch that's funny and watching
Then
us
you can tell your
fail.
friends, look at these people trying to make pickles. That is so funny.
So should we make some pickles?
Let's do it.
Let's make some pickles. So we're starting off with a cucumber. We're gonna cut it, we're gonna quarter it, and then we're gonna put it in the jar. And we're gonna do that a bunch of times. So cut the end off because nobody really wants that, right? Throw it away. Then down the middle. Beautiful. I like to do it this way because I just feel like it's safer. Down the middle. Down the middle. Now we're gonna do that like 50 times. And then I go in here, like this. You can see the start of our cucumber spears. Except they're pickles. I now have 2 jars of future pickles, still cucumbers. They smell really good. Now Caitie's gonna show what we're going to put as a base before we put our individual flavors for each of these pickle jars.
All right, so now we get to put all of the liquids into a pot to boil to then put over our future pickles. It's way more fun to call cucumbers future pickles. So I already have a cup of water here. If it doesn't look like a cup, mind your business. I don't know. It could be more, it could be less. I'm not here to do math, okay? I'm going to, till I feel like it. Half a cup, third of a cup, we're gonna go for it. Again, I'm not here to do math, man. I'm also gonna put in, that's a vinegar smell. I'm also gonna put in salt. Seems great. I'm also gonna put in some minced garlic. Again, if you wanna say something about this not being fresh garlic, who cares? Make it yourself. Here we go. We're gonna go, 1, 2, that feels right for me. If it feels like it needs more, go for it. Now we get to, you know, that just felt right. Put it into this pot. Whee! And now we're going to just, get it all nice and hot so we can put it in our future pickles.
We also have dill, because we're making dill pickles as our base. Do you need to gently chop these a little bit and not like a lot? Maybe you can even regrill them, I don't know. And so we're just gonna cut them there, cut them in half, and then we're gonna stuff them in here along with some of our other ingredients, I guess. Whatever we're gonna do to flavor. But everybody gets dill, everybody gets the garlic, salt, vinegar, and water. And we'll see what everything else turns out like.
Now I'm rolling it, because I've seen people do it, honestly. All right, so we're about to get really creative together because, you know, we're just going for it. We're making it up as we go along, much like whose line is it anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter. So we're gonna start with our dill, which we are going to put in this jar somehow.
You know, just really let it commingle with the future pickles. These are its friends now. They're gonna be hanging out together for a while. So, they're friends. I'm also going to go in with whole peppercorns because who doesn't want to do that? So again, we're just gonna do that. That feels right, sure. We're gonna go in with crushed red pepper because I am doing mine a little spicier. So we're gonna do spicy, I'm covered in dill. We're gonna do some of the, we're gonna get the child tamper thing off, which I might just do off camera because this is so embarrassing that this is happening on camera right now. It's fine, it's fine, all part of the process. All right, and then you get the seal off of the red chili flakes and you get them into your future cucumbers. And again, I don't know what the right amount is. So some of you might be like, oh my God, Caitie, please stop. Some of you might be like, Caitie, you haven't put enough. I'm just gonna, you know what? Why not? We're feeling a little wacky. And now, I'm gonna take some dried chilies. Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Who really knows? But again, you know, I'm gonna have extra pickled things in with my jar of pickles. So I'm just gonna kind of put these in wherever they fit. And they're just joining the little pickle party, you know? Everyone's invited to the pickle party. As long as you can be nice. That's a good rule of life. Everyone can come to the pickle party as long as you can be nice. Anyway, yeah, and that's what fits. So we're gonna go with it. And I think my liquid's ready to pour. So, all right, now we are going to take our little pot of liquid. We're gonna very carefully pour it over and hope that it is enough. Ooh, that's exciting! I love when math works out. And now we're going to seal this, put it in the fridge, and let it hang out. And now you just see Mr. Daps do his pickles.
All right, for my pickles, I am putting lemons in, which I just picked in the backyard. Rosemary, also just picked in the backyard. And dill, which I did not pick in the backyard, but I could have. I just didn't realize I had more than I thought I did. So, we're gonna stuff a lemon in. I don't know how many of these are actually gonna end up in because it's, I might take a couple out and put them back in. We'll see, we're making this up. Yeah, lemon's a little tricky. That's okay. Put some rosemary in. I'm kind of being a little heavy-handed with the rosemary and dill, mainly because I do want this to have the strength of the herbs in it as much as I can. See if I can get another lemon in. What do you think? Yeah, no problem. This is looking good. The weird thing is, if you look down in the there's open space, which I just opened up some more, I think. There we go. Let's dump some of you guys in. This is gonna be very interesting. It's not gonna be pretty. Maybe it will, who knows. I feel like if we had smaller cucumbers, it would work better for putting stuff around, but live and learn. And I didn't see any smaller in the store. And one more lemon, huh? This is looking good. All right, so we got lemon, dill. Maybe one more? If it'll let me. Yeah, we'll just shove it in there. Here we go. Lemon, dill, rosemary from the yard. We're gonna put the stuff in it, and then we're gonna close it as soon as it cools down a little bit, and it'll go in the fridge for 24 hours, and we'll taste them. And then we'll try another week, and we'll taste those. Good. Spoon to get the rest of that covered. Oh, we're good. We're just barely good. All right, there we go. Isn't it pretty? I kind of like it. 24 hours. It's now 24 hours later.
You can tell we've changed.
Yes, that's how you can tell. We also have pickles.
Yeah, we hope.
We hope. We have something.
We have jars.
Of
See? I'm holding mine.
jars.
Mine smells like
Pickles.
pickles, I think.
Mine smells sweeter than I was expecting it to, and I'm not a huge sweet pickle fan, but
Yours smells very sweet.
I'm like, surprising. All right, should we do this?
I'm a little scared.
So we've got the herbaceous pickles here, and the spicy pickles over with Caitie. Should we just do it on the count of 3?
1,
2,
2,
3. Good. I will say, I think it needs more time. Mine does. Wanna
That's
try?
spicy.
Okay. 1, 2.
Yours needs more time.
Yours does too, though. Like, it still tastes cucumbery to me, and it's got a nice spice to it. Both of them have flavors beginning, but they definitely need more time. I do like they're still crunchy. We also got something to make sure they stay crunchy, which is
A loom powder.
a loom powder. We were watching more videos and we discovered that's the key. So we're putting a 1/4 teaspoon in each of these to hopefully keep them nice and crunchy. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them away for a week. And then on the next Geeks Corner, live, we're gonna try them. But what would you say? How would you rate these so far?
I would say mine's like a solid
Thumb and a half?
thumb and a half.
Me
And
too.
I would maybe just give yours 1 thumb at the moment. But
Well, I love the freshness of it.
yeah, it's very
It's just
summery.
not pickly enough yet. So I
Yeah.
want more pickle, and we'll see how it goes. So here's what we're gonna do. We tasted the pickles. They were okay. They were getting flavor. I think they're getting more flavor. We've put them back into the fridge. They're sitting there for a week to marinate, percolate, grow in flavoring, who knows. And next Tuesday night on Geeks Corner Live, we are going to taste the pickles again and see what we think of them. As I've thought about them, also, because I keep thinking about the things we taste this week, apparently, I will admit that it definitely was fresh, or the pickle I made was fresh. It definitely had a lemon, like the lemon was shining through and was strong in the flavor profile. And you could also taste the herbs. I kind of wish that I'd almost like doubled or tripled the amount of dill I put in. And we were following a recipe that we'll share later, but probably next Tuesday is my guess, when we've had like the full experience. But as I was thinking more about it, trying it as we finished after the 24-hour taste test, I was like, I really kind of wish there'd been more dill in that, because I like a good dill pickle, and I kind of wanted that to be stronger. I'm very curious how spicy Caitie's are going to be, because they were already kicking a little bit in the back of your mouth, and I can only imagine what a week of that is going to do, and how much stronger that will be. And it's definitely going to be a culinary adventure, and we'll probably need like water or something, because I can totally envision our mouths being on fire when we try these pickles next week. We will see. Hopefully not, but maybe we will, and it'll be funny. Either way it could go, and that would be a fantastic thing. As you know, this week is very different with Caitie being in Epcot, Walt Disney World, wherever it is. After the show tonight, I will actually be in the parks at Disneyland After Dark Throwback Night, seeing a bunch of characters, seeing some swing dancing, and also some mariachi music, it looked like, as well, and hopefully getting my pennant from being a magic key holder. We will see how that all plays out. So make sure that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that already, and also follow us on social media. Twitter is probably a very good place to be, as we're also getting tweets from Caitie during her trip in Florida. But we will be posting throughout the night. And Fantasy in the Skies. How could we forget that? That classic fireworks spectacular that will be lighting up the skies over Disneyland tonight, and we'll get that up as quickly as we possibly can. Maybe even tonight. I don't know. We'll do our very best to get it up as quickly as possible. We also, next week, we will be coming back and circling back and covering all of the news stories we didn't cover this week. There's a lot going on in Florida between Governor DeSantis and also Disney. I've done a write-up on what it looks like to me. I'm no lawyer, but it does look like to me like things are getting a little bit out of hand. And so I did basically a fact check from the best I could come up with from the details that are out there. And there's actually quite a bit out there. And it's pretty straightforward when you look through the source material. So I've got that up on the website. We'll have it in the show notes as well, so you can check out what the different sides of things are and who seems to be closest to the truth. And let me know what you think of my analysis, and let me know what you think of this situation as well that just keeps going and seems to be just getting bigger and bigger. And I have no clue how it's going to turn out right now. Like, it's one of those things where it seems like each side keeps upping the ante, where Disney does something and it's just kind of there, and then DeSantis responds, and then he's like, oh yeah, this happened. And then DeSantis responds, and Disney's like, oh yeah, this from 2 years ago was there. And so it just keeps like going up higher and higher on this ladder. And it's anybody's guess. Like, I'm sure there's some really smart lawyer somewhere that's like, oh, this is how it's going to play out. But now they're changing laws and coming up with regulations and all this fun stuff. So it'll be very interesting to see what the future looks like for Disney's relationship with the state of Florida and vice versa. And I really hope it can, at the end of the day, be resolved amicably in some way, as much as a miracle that would be from the way I look at it right now, because it just absolutely baffles me. We'll also have coverage next week of Throwback Night, which will be going at 2 tonight, and it'll be me and Angela and Clocky, and who knows who else will be there. But it should be a fun night, and there's going to be some really great characters. And think of old school Tomorrowland, Carousel of Progress, some great Fantasyland characters that we will get pictures of. And then, and also some other ones, and you won't want to miss any of our coverage for that. We'll also be talking, I'm sure I would be shocked if we didn't talk about Caitie's trip next Thursday night or Tuesday night, so don't miss any of that. And then we also had Dapper Day this weekend, which was a lot of fun. So we might turn around and go back and talk more about that as well. But I think that is most of what we have for you this week. I need to go get a tie on, zip on over to Disneyland, and experience this magical evening. Oh, also, Pride Night tickets are out for Disneyland After Dark as well, and the Daps Magic team has their tickets, so we will be covering the opening night of that. And let us know in the comments if you're going to be experiencing that Disneyland After Dark event in June as well. And it looks like it'll be fun. Like, I think there'll be probably more details released about it, including food, merchandise, and all of that fun stuff. But it looks like we'll get some fun characters, a cavalcade, and usually these things are a lot of fun, if for no other reason than to get the park for yourself and have just so much smaller capacity and be able to walk around and see characters you don't usually see, or go on rides that normally have long lines that you can just walk on. And just hanging out with your friends is always a lot of fun as well. But we will have coverage on that as well. And hopefully in the very soon, we will also have some exciting news regarding what we think of the Muppets Mayhem, because I'm trying to get a screener for that as well. So I'll have a review of that sometime. We will definitely be talking about it in the coming weeks, though, because I think it's going to be one of the most exciting things that we get to experience as Muppet fans this year. And I hope it leads to more things like this that are rather surprising, and maybe explore some of the Muppets we haven't seen as much. Maybe a Bobo the Bear mockumentary that has him as a security guard somewhere. I don't know. I'm thinking a mix between, what is it, The Office and the Mall Cop movie. Like, I don't know. Just popped into my head. But anyway, if you haven't done it already, head on over to dapsmagic.com. Subscribe to our mailing list so you don't miss any of the news as it happens. Also find us on social media everywhere. And go to Patreon. We're putting a lot of stuff up on Patreon that you won't see anywhere else, including a Monday morning update, photos, articles, well, posts, I should say, and some other fun stuff. and you don't want to miss any of that. And we're having a lot of fun doing it as well. And we appreciate your support when you do that. Finally, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because that is where we're posting the most. We have stuff going up all the time from the parks, Disney This Day, and a whole lot more that you won't want to miss. Dapsmosphere, how could I forget that one? Great one. But that is all the time we have for you this week, so we will see you round the corner.